Junior Cycle Higher Level 2014 Sample Paper 1 Question 5. This question is about VAT, and the first part of it explains the scenario where Jerry is trying to work out how much the price of the restaurant meal is before VAT is included. And they explain a way in which he calculates the VAT of 13.5%. He works out 13.5% of the final bill and takes it away. And the first thing it asks you is why what he has done is not correct. So they're telling you it's not correct, you just have to work out why it's not correct. The key idea that you need to put across in your explanation is the fact that the 13.5% is a rate that is used to work out the VAT as a percentage of the original, in a sense, cost price. You don't use it to work it out from the final price after the addition. So I've said 13.5% is calculated from the original price before VAT is added, but he worked it out 13.5% of the inclusive full price. The key idea you have to understand is percentage is always in relation to something, and a percentage of the original price is different from a percentage of a final price before or after deductions or additions. Part 2 of this question is then asking you to actually do some calculations. So it explains that from a certain point in time the VAT rate has changed. So to find out the new price, so how much would he have paid after July the 1st, after the VAT has been reduced in size, we first of all have to work out what the actual proper correct costs of the meal before VAT. So the key thing is you have to realise that what we've done is to find out the final price of €136.20. That is 113.5%, because 13.5% was added on to 100% of the cost price to get the 136.20. So we then go through a process of working out what 1% is to then work out what 100% is. And we see fairly quickly, and it's unsurprising they've come up with a reasonably nice number. We found the cost price, the original cost price, is equal to €120. So now it's a reasonably straightforward process, because all we're now having to do is to add on 9% onto that 120 to find out the new final price. So the new price, which includes 9% VAT, well, we want 109%. So if we do 1.09 of 120, we will get our new price. Now, that's not the only way in which we could have done it. We could have just done the traditional process of finding 9% of €120, which is 1080, and then added that on to the 120 and got the same price of €130.80.